Y todos bien emocionados because el día de hoy tenemos the owner and founder of Rolling Loud. Tariq, I have been practicing your name all day, and the only way I can say it is in Espanol. That's all I can say. I'm like, Tariq. And then JuJu was like,
it's Tariq.
It's Tariq. And I'm like, Tariq.
Si estás hablando español, Tariq está bien.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Y es necesario poder hablar español para hacer este anuncio. Now, we all woke up this morning really excited because the Rolling Loud lineup is coming out, and it's something to look forward throughout the year. We just celebrated 2025. Everyone's like super excited. New year.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Feliz Año Nuevo, muchachos. We have our resolutions. We're going to eat less. If you're like me, we're going to say less bad words. But one of my resolutions was to be, to live a little more. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's just you get so caught up with work and mom, I have 3 kids and stuff like that. And you're just like, it's just like a constant rotation. But when you have these festivals, it's nice to be able to go and enjoy. Mm-hmm. It's nice to go and live a little y poder estar en familia, quizá with your friends, family. Tell me a little bit about this festival that came about 10 years. 10, 11 years? 10 years. Mm-hmm. Celebrando 10 years of this festival. Did you ever see in your vision board that it was going to be what it is?
No, nope, not at all. Exceeded my wildest dreams, to be honest. It's just been unfolding, like it's been a progression. It's been beautiful. Very blessed to be here. We're nothing without the people like you guys that support us and the fans at home. So we appreciate everybody.
Do you remember the first lineup?
Yeah.
Do you remember that first flyer that you guys?
Absolutely.
Who was on that lineup, if you can remember?
They're great names still. This was 2015. Schoolboy Q, Juicy J, Action Bronson, Currency, Travis Scott, but a totally different Travis, like the earliest version of Travis Scott, right? Yeah. Before he was the Travis Scott he is today. Denzel Curry, Xavier Wolf, Rob Banks, Puya. Did I say Action Bronson already? All right, it was a lot of underground rappers. Lucky was on it. It was just a great show. It was awesome. Oh, Post Malone was there, but he wasn't even booked. He came with another artist.
Do they tell you like who's gonna be a feature? Like, do they tell you, hey,
wasn't even
bringing
Post Malone yet?
Like, but do they ask for permiso? Like, do they ask you, hey, I want to bring this person on stage, or are you just as surprised as everyone else when they bring someone out?
Piden permiso.
Oh, okay. Do they have to?
Necesitan más entradas.
I see.
We need more passes for. I'm like, why? Oh, because we're bringing out this artist.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you can have some more passes.
Does your phone blow up during that time? People like, hey, try to get me in. JuJu, who's my producer, he also works at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
He does the street team and the media behind the scenes. He did a couple interviews last year, and his phone is literally blowing up as we're inside the studio working of people just trying to get passes. Hey, can you get me in?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine.
Me and you are best friends.
Yeah.
Like, just hit him up and he'll let you. I was like, wait a minute. No. Like, what?
No, I can't get 10 media passes. Does your phone blow up?
It does. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm always on Do Not Disturb. So that's one of my ways that I fight that. And also, I'm just not the person to hit up for passes. There's more appropriate contacts.
So Rolling Loud, the biggest hip-hop festival, Miami, New York, Portugal, Thailand. At any moment, are you going to drop the biggest hip-hop festival? Because now you have regional. Now you're adding, in Miami, you add reggaeton artists.
Yeah.
Is there a point where you're like, maybe just Rolling Loud, like the biggest festival, or are we always going to keep that hip hop stamped on there?
It's always going to be hip hop for us. First and foremost, I think it's important for us to sprinkle some R&B here and there, sprinkle some corridos or reggaeton or what have you, dembow. But we're a hip hop festival. That's where we're about. We're about hip hop culture. But the distinction I want to make is that it's hip hop culture, not necessarily just hip hop music. So like, cultura es más grande que música. You feel me? Like, it's like there's more impact of hip-hop culture has a wider impact than just hip-hop music. Like, Peso Pluma is definitely influenced by hip-hop culture. He's a part of hip-hop culture despite being a Mexican regional corridos artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're not trying to exclude that. We're trying to embrace that, So we'll stay rooted in hip-hop, but we want to touch on where the culture has influenced as well.
last year in an interview, shout out to DJ Charisma, she interviewed you, and you mentioned that you wanted Peso Pluma on the lineup last year.
Yeah.
So you definitely manifested, and you put it out there that that's an artist that you saw being at Rolling Loud. What was that phone call like? What was that vision for? Because you have to have a vision to say Peso Pluma, regional artist at Rolling Loud. You have to have a certain vision that other people don't see yet. What was that phone call like?
So the phone call, like, to book him?
Yeah, like,
okay,
what was
so
that?
basically, I know one of his friends.
Said, here's the money.
Nah, I talked to his friend Jay. I was like, yo, Jay, I want to book your boy on my show, like, but I want you to talk to him first and make sure that he's even, like, interested, and then, like, let me know who I do the business with, and we'll go do the business. So they talked, and he was like, bro, he would love it. Like, he loves Rolling Loud. And I'm like, great, we love Peso Pluma. Like, bro, I know most of the words to his songs. Like, he's gonna trip out. Like, when me and him finally meet, he's gonna be like, wait, what? You are the co-founder of this hip hop festival, and you know all my music, and you speak Spanish? I'm gonna be like, yeah, bro. Like, we out. Like, come on. Like, bring me to Mexico. I'm gonna be right there with you. Like, so, but it was just like I said, we just want to, like, really showcase how far this culture has gone. And I think Peso Pluma, like, bro, he's got a song with Rich the Kid. Every show he does, he's bringing out a different rapper. Like, I think, like, he's very much of the culture.
I fell in love with Peso Pluma. Now, he's been an artist for a really long time, but, you know, we go to a lot of different events, being in the industry. But I went to his most recent concert here in LA. Where was it, JuJu?
At the Honda Center.
At the Honda Center. And he is an artist.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, Peso Pluma just got here. He just tapped into the scene. And it's like, no. He is a full-blown artist. And so I can only imagine what he's going to do on that Rolling Loud stage.
Yeah.
And you have had big names show up at Rolling Loud. Last year was my first Rolling Loud.
Oh.
My son was like, I want to go see Kanye. I want to go see Kanye. And I'm like, hey, hijo, I don't know if I can take you. I don't know if I should take you. And for the longest time, I was like, is this somewhere that I want to be taking my kids? So I did a lot of research, and I am so happy to say that I found out so many amazing things. Like, they get haircuts. I mean, my kid obviously is not going to get a tattoo at Rolling Loud because they also do
we
tattoos.
got the barber shop. We've got we've got something we call Bunny's Bay Bar, where women, I guess men can go too, but you can go get your hair done, bedazzle your face, get extensions,
There's a
get your nails done.
court.
Basketball court, skate park, tattoo shop, Ferris wheel, like all types of sponsorship activations, great food. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it's definitely family friendly. Like, my 13-year-old son goes. My 91-year-old, well, she's 90 now. My 90-year-old grandmother, she's turning 91 in a couple weeks.
The party grandma.
Yeah.
The one that you used to throw parties at her casa. Shout out to grandma.
Yeah, she comes. My mother comes. My partner's father comes to the show. His mother comes. Like, and I go walk around the crowd. I see people. I see families there. Like, it's a hip hop event, but it's also a community event.
Yeah.
It's also just a celebration of life, like, and it's coming together with people that got the same playlist as you, you know, and that playlist is expanding. The baddies in LA, they are listening to rap and Peso Pluma. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
So like, what I'm saying is, like, to any of the hip hop fans that are like, who's Peso Pluma? I bet when you look out at that crowd, when Peso Pluma performs and you see all the LA baddies singing every word, you're going to add it to your playlist.
Yeah.
I promise you, because she's going to get in your car what you want to hear. That
Peso
Peso Pluma.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, thank you so much, Tariq, for being here, sharing with us, and more than anything, letting us Latinos know and share on Cali 93.9 that this festival is for everyone, that we can all enjoy it, que podemos ir en familia, and that it's a festival. It's not a concert, okay? What my mistake was, JuJu, you were there. I showed up 30 minutes before they went on stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
I
tough.
was like, no, I
Yeah.
should have
And
been
we-
here earlier.
We try to tell, like, yo, you got to show up. There's this is a Ferris wheel, the Red Bull Lounge, and everything. So much to go through.
a poder saborearte la
Yeah.
experiencia, the day. Entonces, this is the difference between any other concert and Rolling Loud Festival, that there's plenty to do, that it's a family, it could be a family event. You can go with your friends, you can go with your parents if you want to take them to have a whole different
Maybe
experience.
don't bring them up in the mosh pit.
No, not in the way in the front. Hacia atrásito,
Un poco más atrás.
Yeah, we got to keep
O
them.
ponte en VIP. VIP. Hey.
You know that song.
No, I just want to know, like, when did you think, like, the thought process of when you started thinking, like, we should get some Latin artists in here? Like, obviously we have, like, the Leti gunplays, and there's always a bit of that culture in LA. But when did you start thinking about, like, the Peso Pluma or something like that might really integrate well with the culture?
It was like in 2023. I was looking at the Apple Music. So Apple Music has these city charts now. Mm-hmm. Like they have a chart for each city. And I was looking at the Apple Music LA chart. And I used to only see rap on there. And I started seeing Peso Pluma, Fuerza Regida, and I'm like, Grupo Frontera, all these. And I'm like, wait, what? And I started listening. I'm like, this music is amazing. And I started really listening to what they're talking about. And I'm like, wait, these narco corridos, like this is like a rapper talking about narco trafficking is no different than a Mexican regional artist.
Apples
like,
and apples.
Yeah, it's just like a different language, and it's like rooted in the same like culture and of like just trying to make something better of yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. Don't tread on me, like those type of themes. And it just really made sense to me and my partner Matt. And yeah, we wanted to try it out.
Well, Tariq, we really appreciate also you guys changed it 3 days to 2 days.
Yeah.
And
I was tired on that third day, man.
Listen, thank you. Because my kid is like, Mom, llévame 1, 2, 3 days. And I'm like, I don't have that energy anymore. And more than anything, I think you did it thinking of the people. Because, you know, a lot of people, we got to go to work. A lot of people, we got to come home from work.
That Friday is tough because you got to rush off work to rush to the show. And then also the price.
Yes.
So everything, this is like a real core thing for me right now, is like everything costs more money right now. Everything. Gas, eggs, milk, whatever, like flights, whatever you want to do costs more than what you did 5 years ago, right? So we were like, how do we flip that? How do we get cheaper? So $179 2-day ticket going on sale this Friday. And it will go up in price, but the new thing something we're doing that we used to do when we first started out is tiered ticketing. So first come, first serve gets the cheapest ticket. It'll go up from $179 to $199, from $199 to $219, and it'll keep going up in $10 to $20 increments. But you buy that ticket first, you get that best deal, and we just want to make it more accessible. I want more people in the world to say, I've been to Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
I want to reduce the delta between I watched it on the live stream, but I've never been, and I've been. I want that gap to be smaller, because like millions of people have watched it on the live stream, and even more millions have watched it on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Maybe a couple million or a million or so, I got to add up all our ticket sales, have been to the actual festival. I want to grow that number, and that's just out of a want to like grow our brand and grow hip hop culture.
Well, we definitely.
Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, like even with like the price increases, like compared to other festivals, like you're getting a A-list festival for like B-C-list prices. Like I'm telling you, like
we used to be $399. Like last year in LA, the tickets started at $399.
Yeah.
So we chopped a lot of money off of that. And look, we'll see how. Like I'm not gonna make a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about that. It's about resetting the standard and figuring out the longevity of this thing. Because if Americans have less spending dollars, how are we going to work with them to make sure they can still have that outlet to go have a good time, to, you know, unplug? Like, life is stressful, man. Like, my grandmother told me, like, because there's a lot of important jobs out there, doctors, nurses, people that actually solve real world problems. And I'm like, yo, what I do for a living, like, I'm not solving any problems. I'm not changing the world. She's like, you're wrong. She's like, you are bringing happiness to the people. Entertainment is important. Like, people need to, like, just let loose for a little bit. And I want them to be able to afford that.
You're definitely bringing happiness and experience. I'm telling you, running through SoFi, the parking lot with my son, okay? Running through, because we heard Kanye about to go on and we heard the music. I will never forget that.
I love that.
We'll never forget that. We'll never forget.
I love that you guys have that memory.
Eating the cookies. You know, we'll never forget that experience. So thank you. I feel seen. I feel heard. The price change, the days, the artist, Peso Pluma. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
know that a lot of us do. Now, he said the tickets are going to go on sale el viernes, but you're also going to be able to win them on Cali 93.9. So you make sure to keep it locked. Quédate con nosotros. Quien quita y te ganes tus boletos.
puedes ganar aquí en Cali 93.9, siempre de fiesta.
He's been practicing that all week, you guys.
Yo no he practicado nada. Tenemos entradas todos los días aquí, puedes ganar. Llama ahora, quizás vas a ganar. Y ven a estar conmigo en Rolling Loud. Vamos, ven.
Hey,
My
Judge.
job. That's my job. Stop right now.
Tú, ven.